Clayton, an organization known to empower and educate people with disabilities, has officially moved into a new home.
In a First Alert 6 exclusive, our Johan Marin got a look at the new space, which will serve this community for decades to come.
For more than 60 years, Madonna School has opened its doors to eager students wanting to learn life skills.
Provide a seamless continuum of supports for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, autism, and other health impairments. For many years, we were located at 72nd and Sorensen. And it was a fabulous location, and it was a wonderful neighborhood for us.
This year, the organization enters a new chapter. They now operate in this new shiny building in Exarban Village under a new name called Madonna Ability Alliance. But the mission remains the same.
Being in a more central location, we can continue to stretch and grow our coverage across the metro.
With more than 10 rooms, teachers and students have more space to engage in group activities like this one. And not just practice what they learn inside the classroom, but outside too.
That could be cooking, that could be nutrition, that could be time management, money management.
Bert says these services are still provided for those in pre-K all the way to adulthood. They're all about building representation and inclusivity.
Gaining more confidence in being a part of the community, and really important for us, that means gaining competitive employment at some point within their adulthood.
In Omaha, I'm Johan Marin, First Alert 6.
The building is fully operational. Bert says they plan to have ribbon cutting in April to celebrate a new beginning.